Hey everybody, we're back. This is Kevin, your host with Kevin's Korner, real estate from a marketing perspective. So now we're going to move to the vendor portion of the podcast, and the distinguished gentleman sitting next to me is Paul Derbes. In interest of full disclosure, he is my oldest friend. We've known each other for 30 years at least, right?
This is 1997.
Yes, 1997. So do the math. I don't know what
26.
26 years. I rounded up. So say hi, Paul, to the podcast land and tell everybody what you do and who you are.
Hello, everybody. I'm Paul Derbes, and I am a licensed professional through the state of Texas. I do retirement planning, so life insurance to help those who are in need, just in case.
What's the name of your company?
I'm with the VLD Group.
VLD, does that stand for anything?
Vertex Leadership Development.
All right. Okay. And what does VLD Group do? What products do you offer?
Well, our main goal is to reach out to those who don't have, a clear path for retirement. We sit down and we offer a free financial needs analysis. We get something called their FIN number, which is your financial independence number. We discover where you fall short on your retirement goals, and then we can put you on that clear path to reach them.
Awesome. So who's your target?
We target those like 95% of America right now. We teach them how the 5% of the wealthy do with their money. Except you don't have to have at least, $500,000 or $1 million to talk to us. So we help, middle-aged America.
Would you say that real estate agents being 1099 employees running their own business are perfect clients for you?
Yes, most definitely. Sometimes they may have an abundance of money depending how well their year has gone. And
or their career.
Correct. So we try to help them put whatever excess funds into, create a universal bank for them through, cash value, index universal life insurance policies. But every person's needs and wants are different. So that's why we sit down with everyone to find out exactly what your retirement goals are, what your retirement age you want to meet, and how much money you want to make, on monthly. So those things need to be done on a case-by-case basis, and we offer all that within my group.
So let's say I'm someone that is not really versed on what it is that you do or the terminology that you use, and I come to you and say, I've got a money market account, a checking account, and money under my mattress. So where do you go from there?
Well, there's two rules of money: how it grows and how it's taxed. Currently, it's the ABC 1, 2, 3. You have a fixed, variable, and a indexed. Fixed is what you have your money in your savings, which is less than 1% you're getting, slow and steady. Okay, and then you have your variable, which is like your 401ks, which a lot of companies offer, but they don't tell you the implications, which is a tax later type of account. Plus, it's variable. It's 100% the market ups and 100% the market downs.
So let me stop you real quick. So when you say tax now, you mean money you're putting into that account has already been taxed.
Correct.
And then on variable, it's going to be taxed when you pull it out.
Right. So that's taxed later. So what happens? You're not getting taxed, but you're getting that extra 6% that your company's matching with you as well. But as we all know, taxes never ever go down; they always go up. So we offer a third solution, which is our index. You can experience 100% of the market growth, protect your gains, and never experience any of the market downs. And you have a tax advantage with that type of investment vehicle.
So, and I'm sure I'm going to ask this question later off podcast, but indexed, why does it never lose money but always gain money?
Well, it's a floor and cap, and it's an insurance product. So you get about 6 to 10% on average, or sometimes even higher, depending on the market and depending on what vehicle that the investments are put in. But the insurance policy guarantees, that's a guarantee you won't experience the downturn of the market, because it's insured. So
So you're putting your money into an insurance policy,
correct.
and then can you withdraw your money?
Yes, you put a plan to where we have, depending on your retirement age, the goal that you're trying to reach, where you have RMD, which is required minimum distribution, but the whole time your money will be compounding, and you'll never lose the money, with a death benefit as well, and also with a living benefit, which will help you if you have a critical, a chronic, or a terminal illness. So you get a percentage of one of those three based on your death benefit.
Very interesting. And what are the entry-level thresholds for the indexed products?
There is many different thresholds as far as, funding it.
Well, I mean, you said you didn't have to be a millionaire to work with you guys. So
right.
if I wanted to do that, I wanted to get into this index portion of this, what do I need to?
I mean, we recommend some of these products require, about a $20,000 start off investment, or fixed annuities could be lower than that, depending on what the requirements are, depending on what investment vehicle that we use that best suits your needs.
Do you guys do 401ks and IRAs and pensions and things like that?
We do not do 401ks. I am a licensed life insurance agent.
I see. Okay.
So we use these vehicles, life insurance, as what they're supposed to be meant as, for the cash value, for a death benefit, for a living benefit, for universal banking. So really, we're taking the things that the wealthy use and bringing it to the middle America. We're trying to educate those who do not know, because a lot of people don't understand how to choose and use these type of vehicles.
So if I purchased one of your, I'm going to keep calling them index products, and I go in at 20, how long do I have to be in it?
So what age do you want to retire?
So it's based on how long
Right.
So I want to retire at 65. So let's say I go into one of these things and it's there, and life happens, and all of a sudden now I need that money because my house is sinking, or my wife is in the hospital, or whatever. Can this be? Can I get my money? Can I?
Yes, you are able to access the cash value. So you'll be able to access whatever it is that you put in, as long as you have the cash value. But you would take it as a loan, so then it's 0% tax free, and you don't have to pay yourself back. But the thing is, you don't want to take all of it out, but the money will still keep compounding through your. We do calculations up to your 90 years old or to your 100 years old. Since we are living longer, we try to say, okay, if you live this long, this is how much money you will have. Plus a death benefit if something happens before the end of this product.
If I'm a real estate agent and I'm looking at places to put my money, because I'm a top producer like Rebecca over there that was on earlier, how would you approach them? What would you recommend to them, being that you got to remember, real estate agents are 1099 employees. They run their own business. They don't answer to anybody.
Correct.
They have to pay taxes quarterly, I believe, instead of annually, like regular working people do. So, how would you approach a real estate agent, and what would you tell them if they're thinking about something like this?
Well, we'd say let's sit down and do a financial needs analysis, where we'll do your debt, your income. If you have a mortgage, you want education. We'll try to find out what goals do you want to accomplish before retirement. Where do you have your money currently? And I would explain the two rules of money to them, and show them with a quick drawing of how this is where your money's at, and this is where you want to be. So let's try to figure out how we take the money that you currently have, old money versus new money, and put it in a retirement vehicle that best suits your needs.
That was a question that I just thought of. Do you have a product where you can open something up to where I can put into this account or this insurance policy once or twice a month, like when I get paid?
Yes, of course.
You can do that
It's just like, I'm assuming you do have a 401k.
I do, yeah.
So what we would recommend is that, okay, if we open up, just say, for example, an IUL for you, try to create a universal bank for you, you take the money that you're putting in to your 401k, and then you just put it into your IUL. And you just allow that to grow and compound until, you need it one day, whether it's, an emergency or for retirement.
Why is a UIL product or an index product not taxed?
Because it's money after tax that you're putting in.
Okay, so on the variable, you're getting taxed only on the additional money put in and the money that you earned.
Right.
Not your initial investment.
Right. The variable product, if the 401k, when do you have to take that? That's a retirement product. So 65.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take it out, or they'll hit you with an excise tax.
Right.
Okay, which is the largest tax known to man right now.
That's 20%, I think.
Yeah, it's insane. So, but you're still subject to the actual income tax. Because you got to pay taxes on
the money you made on the principal, yeah.
Right, because that's pre-tax money. So your savings, your fixed accounts, savings accounts, money markets, those are tax now accounts. I mean, you're putting the money that you already been taxed upon. The variable accounts, the 401ks, the IRAs, those are tax later accounts because you're putting pre-tax money in those vehicles. The indexed accounts, the IULs, they're after tax.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you're able to take loans out on them. You can take cash out on them, and it's a tax-free product.
So, like every business, whether it be your business, real estate, Rebecca's business, Title Mine, we have to market ourselves. We have to market our business. Right. So, what are the things that you are doing or going to be doing to promote your financial venture here?
Well, of course, the warm market is what we always hit first. Your friends, your family, those who we helped. We ask for referrals. That's basically where I'm at this particular time. I'm not doing anything on social media. I'm constantly on the phones calling, those who've applied for a brokerage position. Mm-hmm. We're always expanding. We expand in 50 states right now. So the majority of my time spending is calling people and, letting them know what I'm doing. And if they have anybody that they may know of that either wants a job doing this part-time or full-time, and or may need one of our services.
But what if you were wanting to do some marketing to promote your business, what would you do?
I would follow Kevin's 7-step plan. I think it's 7 steps, but of course I would reach out to my good friend, of course, and do social media, networking events, which
website. You have to have a website.
Yeah, we have a website, a CRM as well. So those are the things that you really need. You have to use the technology that's given to us because in the long run, it really does help you as a virtual assistant.
Yes. Paul's business is not real estate, but Paul can help real estate agents. And he can help real estate brokers. So that's why I wanted to have him on. Paul, tell everybody how they get a hold of you.
You can reach me on my personal cell, 281-996-8560. That is the best way to get a hold of me. Or, if you want to email me, digitalderbes@gmail.com. That's digital, D-E-R-B as in boy, E-S. @gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being on the podcast. If you're a real estate agent out there and you're looking for a financial answer, please reach out to Paul. He's got a lot of knowledge. He's got a lot of options, and I'm sure he can help you with something. So give him the phone number one more time.
281-996-8560.
Thank you very much for being on the podcast, my friend.
Thank you for having me, Kevin, and thank y'all.
Appreciate it. This is episode 6, Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. I want to thank again Jennifer Smitis and the teams at Stewart Title Richmond and Sugarland for supporting me in this podcast. Again, if you are an agent or a vendor in the Fort Bend County area and you'd like to be on the podcast, reach out to me at 834-0527 or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.